Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Rogan and Runescape. We got a special guest today. What's up, Drew?
Hey, how goes it, Mickey?
Good, man. Just chilling. Just cooked me a fat old T-bone steak and had some like shrimp and grits with it. It was really good.
Dude. Okay, so how do you like your steak? That's a real question that everyone would want to know.
Medium rare, baby.
Oof, bloody.
Yeah, not like still mooing, like not, like super red, but I like basically cooked on the outside, but with like a pink center, and just a touch of blood as I cut into it.
Okay, I can respect that. That's delicious.
What about you, bud?
Dude, the same way. I've been cooking, grilling for my mom since age 10, and
wow,
I've burnt a few steaks, that's for sure. I've also left a propane bottle run all the way dry because the hose was a little leaky on the grill, but after a lot of experience, I would have to say anywhere from medium to medium rare, maybe rare, but yeah, I don't like it mooing either.
Right, dude, I agree with you. I'm actually, I'm closer to the medium side of the spectrum than the rare side of the spectrum. Like if I had to choose, I'd go closer to that. But, oh yeah, real quick, do the old traditional can of whoop ass opening.
Amen. Amen.
Except for this is not a can of whoop ass. This is a Spindrift. It's like a sparkling water, but the cool thing about this one is it has real fruit in it. So it's got like the only ingredients are carbonated water, orange juice, mango puree, and citric acid. Very simple. I think it's 1 gram of sugar. But it's fucking delicious, man. I'm actually taking a break from drinking and doing anything else till March 6th of 2021. So I'm gonna go like a whole year without cans of whoop ass, man.
Wow, that's crazy. How are you feeling, and when did you start?
I started March 6th of this year. And basically, long story short of how it happened was my cat was dying at my mom's house, and I went to go visit her before I had to go to work, and she literally was like dying. Like she wouldn't open her eyes. She wasn't moving. And she stayed like that like the whole day. My mom said she wasn't moving. Her eyes were closed. So I stayed like the night there, and the next day, since there wasn't really any progress and she wasn't even drinking water, my mom was calling like a veterinarian to put her down in the house, like to euthanize her because she's 19 years old. But the night before, man, I thought about this story. I don't know if you're familiar with Joey Diaz, but he's cool. Joey Diaz, yeah, he's a part of the Rogan friend community or whatever, but he tells a story about a cat that he had named Batman. And Joey Diaz used to be like really big into cocaine, and I guess he had the money for it because he was like an actor. He was in like Spider-Man and stuff like that. But anyways, so one day he came home and his cat was like dying, and he like didn't realize how much he cared for that specific cat because that cat wasn't too friendly. Anyways, he's like, God, like, I swear to God, I'll never fucking touch that shit again. Just please, just let this cat live. Like, it's like I don't want to see it like this. So, he would go back like, and then a couple days go by, and he like goes to check on the cat in the bathroom, and then like gradually the cat literally just was went from almost dying to being healthy, and the cat lived for many years after. So I thought about this story it was a Friday night when I stayed over there. Saturday morning was when the vet was coming to euthanize her. So I thought about this story, and I was like, you know what do I have to lose? Like, I was so torn up by this, seeing my cat in this state, not, pissing on herself, not being able to drink water and food and stuff. So I said, I'm just going to attempt to make like a sacrifice to the universe by, so I asked for a favor, and the favor was 1 more year of happy and healthy life for my cat. And in return for that 1 year, I would sacrifice, drinking, smoking, anything, just being sober for a year. And the next day on Saturday morning, the vet was 1 hour away from like showing up. The vet actually did show up and checked her out and everything. But 1 hour before she got there, I like saw my cat like walking around in the living room. Like she was weak because she hadn't eaten or anything. She didn't have any like fluids, but she literally, her eyes were open. She was walking around, and the cat's still alive to this day, since March 6th. So that's basically why, the story of, I'm not drinking or doing anything for a year.
Hey, I can respect it. That's a really honorable thing to do, you know. And I wish all the best hopes and all the good juju towards your kitty. What's your cat's name?
It's actually Ugly. The cat's name is Ugly. My mom chose the name.
It's not because of the Bubba Sparks song, or it's not. Why Ugly? Do you know why?
What's the Bubba Sparks song?
Let me see if I got that right. Let me look up. Yeah, I think it's just Ugly by Bubba Sparks.
All right, we're gonna have to listen to that after we record. We can listen to it.
I can't remember now who makes it. I thought it was Bubba something, but anyways,
basically she was a stray cat back when I was in elementary school, and it was my second stray cat that we took in or whatever, 2 out of 2, and she had this like, she was black and white, or she is black and white, and she has this like real big pink nose, or at the time her nose was like disproportionate to the rest of her face. So of course my mom, being like, the cynical kind of dark humor since like lady that she is, decided to name this cat Ugly, and she's got nicknames, but that's her official name.
That is funny.
Yeah, man. So I mean, I don't know what to make of it. I honestly just call it magic, and the way I explain it to people, is that everything in life is about sacrifice. Like if you want to be a parent, you got to sacrifice your individuality, or your solitude, I guess would be a better word. Like you have to sacrifice your alone time and your individual, like who you are by yourself, with yourself. You have to sacrifice that for who you're going to be, with the mother of the child and the child itself. So that's about sacrifice. If you want to get yoked, you got to sacrifice your free time for working out. If you want to get good at playing pool, you got to sacrifice your free time for playing pool. Back in the days when there's the Aztecs sacrifice, doing human sacrifice, and even people that still do human sacrifice now, it's the same premise, man. Everything. And then of course, you got the story of the Bible and probably other things like Krishna, through other religions or whatever, that talk about sacrifice, and so basically it boils down to, if you want to get like anything out of life, you're gonna have to sacrifice things for it. And I'm not into the whole fucking dark shit, so I'm not sacrificing any animals or people or anything dark like that for what I want, but I'm willing to sacrifice something I enjoy, you know what I mean, for an attempt. But yeah, man.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I agree on that, because there's a balance to everything, and the saying you use it or you lose it is the fact of the matter of, we're humans, and what we consume our time in is what we become.
100%, man. If you want to get good at RuneScape, you got to sacrifice something, hanging out with friends sometimes so you can do your raids and do your Slayer tasks. I mean, so that's just the way I look at it, try to break it down and take it to a more understandable level of what happened. Because I don't believe in coincidences. But so, Drew.
Yes.
You play both RS3 and old school RuneScape?
Yes. Recently, the past year, primarily RuneScape 3, but I have had stints of both, and only old school as well.
Nice, man. And you were telling me, real quick first, so your name is J Drew, your username. Now, is that on RS3 or is that for both?
Both, actually. I do have a few accounts, but that's my main account on both, which is actually kind of unfortunate if you know that you want to play both. The better way is to have two main on each server, but not be the same, because you can log into multiple different accounts, even on RS3 or old school RuneScape. It's just you can't have the same account logged into two different games, I guess, you know?
So my username is the same on RS3. It's FireRite666 on there, as well as old school RuneScape. So I can't play RS3 at the same time I'm playing old school.
Correct. But if you had FireRite666 on one account and you had your second account RiotFire999, you could have that one logged into the same or different game.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think I'm about to start doing that, man. I got a second account called X Drain Gang X, and it just is fresh out of Tutorial Island. So I think I'm going to try to use that as like a one defense pure and just make like little bits of change, in the wildy, trolling people.
Trolling people. Wait, a one defense pure, you mean as in like it's going to be attack strength pure, or it's only a defense?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I guess I probably said that incorrectly. It's going to be a pure. I haven't decided if it's going to be like a range pure or a mage pure, but it's going to have one defense is basically the goal. So I guess I got to figure out what form of attacking I'm going to use. What do you like to use for RS3 and for old school?
Well, I've played, I guess, RuneScape and old school long enough that I feel like everything is has its benefits. Back in the day, I guess I guess I've always used melee the most out of all of the forms, but out of DPS, I feel like range and mage. If you know what you're doing, I don't know. Everything can hit just as hard. There's the combat triangle where it's pretty much rock, paper, scissors, where one beats the other at the end of the day, right? So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm pretty fluid with all of them, but I guess when I started RuneScape way back in the day, I think 07 or no 06, I probably liked the idea of being a range pure, but I never committed to the idea.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I guess it depends on what kind of setup you like. You could also do just like any type of pure, obby pure, void something pure. So I don't know. Just take some time and look at the different builds, I would say, and see which would fit your style the best.
Right, and then you got to be careful about like what quests you do and stuff, so that you don't accidentally get defense XP for that.
Oh yeah. Make sure you don't. Well, I don't think Waterfall gives defense. I think it's only attack and strength. But like, definitely make sure you don't level it up to 30 after a certain quest.
I'd be pretty hurt.
Oh
so you started in 2006.
Yeah. I started in my 5th grade year. So let me see. Let me do a little math.
Gotcha.
Yes. Probably maybe end of, well, that was the year. So yeah, middle of 06, I think I started.
Now, were people like in your friend group or at school, were they talking about it, or did you find it just like online?
Oh, yeah. So I never did Tutorial Island on my first account. I got handed a level 5 that had a tinderbox, bronze hatchet, and just random shit from Tutorial Island. And I was in Lumbridge, and I didn't know what the fuck to do. And there was the Lumbridge Wizard guide, the tour guide. I can't remember his name. The long-haired man.
Right.
And, I was just talking to NPCs until I got so frustrated that I kind of logged out. And I gave up on RuneScape the first ever time I logged in. That's a fact. Yeah, because I didn't know what to do. My friend gave me a level 5 account that went through Tutorial Island, which in my opinion is a pretty informative and important part of learning RuneScape. So, I guess at the first beginnings of my, how somebody would want to look at how I invested this time, but in my venture to complete RuneScape, there's been some rough times for sure. I've had to take a few breaks here and there. But come again?
Oh no, you go ahead, man.
Oh, I totally forgot about the question. I was about to ask you what I needed to be talking about.
Oh, this is kind of like like a free form, like a free
Okay.
form. We can talk
Okay,
about
good.
whatever we want, man. There's no restrictions.
Okay, good.
But I was just like, I think I was just asking, like, as far as the last question was just, yeah, kind of like when you started RuneScape, and if there were any of your like friends playing, or if it was something you found out online. But you were saying your friend gave you an account. Was that like one of your schoolmates?
Yeah, that was one of my schoolmates in my 5th and 4th grade combination class.
Cool,
It was
man.
yeah, I really enjoyed it. I tried to get him to help me enough, and then I realized that if I wanted to learn and play this game, I needed to educate myself. And at a Scholastic book fair, I got a RuneScape guidebook.
Really?
Shit you not.
Do you still have it?
I wish I did. I might have it at my
Oh,
mom's house, but yeah, it's
dang, bro.
it's old school for sure. It was '07. It was like the '07 or edition book or something.
Bro, I bet people would pay money to have that, like as a
Oh,
collector item.
dude. It was pretty awesome. I loved it. I've thought about buying like a RuneScape wiki, but I have internet, so
They sell books, RuneScape wiki
yeah,
books.
evidently I found that recently, within the past week because I was on the RuneScape wiki for RuneScape 3, and at the top of the page it said, "Hey, come support the people who make these." And so I checked it out, and it's a total encyclopedia for their wiki that they put together and hand wrote.
Oh my
And
God.
now, actually, I found out that I think the USD price is the cheapest out of all of them because it
Hmm.
costs more pounds and more euros to buy this book, but I don't know what that's about. Maybe these people are from the US and they're being, I don't know what they're doing with their prices, but yeah, it's not a cheap book, I'll say that much.
Interesting. So it's more expensive in like the pounds and euros and stuff like that than it is in US dollars.
Yeah,
Or
from what I saw, it was very odd because yeah, it costs more pounds and euros, even though the USD is slightly lower monetary value, like currency value. So
interesting. I
yeah.
don't know. RuneScape, I guess, originated from England with
Hmm.
Paul and Andrew Gower or whatever. So I was, I'm always curious to see, thinking like, I wonder if there's a bigger RuneScape. I mean, it can't be statistically, like number wise, it can't be bigger than the American RuneScape scene because we just have larger landmass and more population. But I always wonder what it's like, in England, since that's the birthplace of this global game.
Right, yeah, and there's certain communities who actually have gotten into the game as well. Like, I don't know how big Asia's in the game, into this game. I don't think much at all, but there are certain servers like I know Latin America, I think LAN. Yeah, I think that's LAN server. So Latin America, they have a big following, and I think Australia has a big following as well, and some of Oceania, so places around probably New Zealand. I don't know how many people from Malaysia or Indonesia, but there might be people there too.
That's
So yeah,
awesome.
it's crazy. It's really cool to see how this game has definitely gone global in certain aspects, but you know,
Yeah, I actually I've talked about this before. I met this girl from New Zealand on RuneScape. I think I met her in the cow fields or maybe in the hill giants next to the GE.
yeah,
But we FaceTimed a couple times and confirmed that she was a real girl. But that was pretty cool. We just did a podcast with Gaming Ambi. She's a YouTuber. Her channel's called Gaming Ambi, AMBI, and she's from Hong Kong. Um, and that's pretty cool too.
dude, that's
Just
super cool.
and then Alicia, she was on last week or so, 2 weeks ago, and she's from England. So it's I don't know, it's really cool, man. I talked to a Venezuelan one time in game, not on here, but I don't know what happened to him. I haven't seen him log in, but yeah, it was just sad because I just remember him telling me about how the economy was really bad and he was just grinding RuneScape. I had to, assume that he was probably trying to sell GP and stuff like that. I don't know, but it's
Dude,
crazy.
that would be so hard, so hard.
Oh yeah, without like a bot program or something to try to like naturally get the amount of gold to be able to like or GP to live on.
Yeah, I've seen. Have you seen those videos that some YouTubers do of if I were a bot grinding green dragons or whatever for how many ever hours, 12 hours?
No.
Dude, check them out. There's one YouTuber in particular who does, I think, mainly old school stuff, but he'll figure out, hey, I want to know exactly around how much GP I could be making, or how much uh, a GP farmer in RuneScape, how many hours they have to put into to make X amount of gold, and it really puts a perspective on things.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's as profitable now if you're to do it individually, like as a person, as it was back in the day. But I have watched videos on people that set up like I forget the name of the system that it's called, but basically they have like a computer that has multiple like remote desktops, or it basically has multiple RuneScape clients running at the same time, and I guess they just have a computer or multiple computers that are able to process that, and then they basically design their own like bot or auto clicker, and so they'll have like 500 windows of RuneScape running at the same time and just auto clicking, and that makes a shit ton of money from this video I saw like a couple months ago talking about that. But that's taking it to a whole nother level right there.
Oh yeah, yeah, for certain. Yeah, there's also videos of people showing, I think other YouTubers of old school where they have like 8 different accounts running and they're trying to uh, spin 1,000 flax on each 8 counts to make some money or whatever. But it's just every time I see videos like that, I could see how that person would easily get burnt out of RuneScape.
Oh my God, no kidding. Like okay, if I could just chill at home and have a computer or multiple computers that could handle like 1,000 windows of, or 1,000 like yeah, I guess Windows is
Clients.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Hell yeah. My boy J Drew got my back. But yeah, if I could just sit at home and have like 1,000 or 500 like clients open at the same time while having a script that did all of it automatically, that wouldn't be bad at all, because you probably would only need to check on it like once every couple hours, just to make sure it's still running if you write the code correctly. But anything other than that, no, you can count me out. I mean, I've seen some videos of YouTubers like, just playing for 8 hours and showing you how much loot you make, and you can make some, but not enough to make it worth it, to be staring at a screen for 10 hours a day, every day.
Oh, dude, you could, at that rate, you might as well just get a technical job that's like that, or, a STEM kind of, if you want to stare at a screen and get paid, like you might as well do something different. Because at the end of the day, video games are for pleasure. And, I have gotten, let's see, back in the day, I did get banned for RuneScape gold, like swapping or selling and buying. And they almost, Jadex, at the end of the day, they banned the shit out of me. And they're like, hey, man, this is not allowed. There's people who ride fake credit cards up, and charge banks and then commit fraud because they're buying fake in-game gold and ripping off the banks who get mad at Jadex. And they've had this, and back in the past, that was an issue that they had 08 to 010 maybe. Maybe it was around, 08 had to be around there, because that's when Jadex implemented I don't know when they took Wilderness. It was right after this time, but they also limit traded. I'm not sure which came first, but those two were such a big controversial thing that killed a lot of RuneScape players back in the day. And I don't know if you were playing during that time, but it was a really hard time for the players and the developers not getting along. And thankfully, now we have old school that predates EOC, and then we have, anybody who wants to play current RuneScape and pay to win, like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's just, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know.
What other game? I'm sorry, my mind's fucking racing right now. Just thinking about just thinking about everything. Sometimes I question the attention deficit. But what other games are you playing in like 2006 like era when you first like found out about RuneScape, when you first got that level 5 account? Were you playing any like Xbox or other PC games or anything?
PC games, negative. I had a Steam account for the longest time, and I wanted to play with a bunch of my buds who were on that. But back in the day in 06, Steam games for Macintosh and Apple products weren't very supported, and even Linux. But so I didn't play many PC games. I had a PS1, had a PS2.
Nice.
I got a 360. I've always had a console, but I did always gravitate towards computer games more so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly why. I did like the Steam community, and I wanted to be a part of that as a young child, and I never did get the opportunity until I built my own PC. And that was like 4 or 5 years. No, let's see, 5, maybe 6 years ago. This thing's old as Moses and needs to be replaced, but
don't tell it that. It might get upset.
Oh, dude, my motherboard is hanging on to the inside of my frame by zip ties right now because the screws into the case fell off, and I had to replace my old motherboard because it fell on itself pretty much. Like the top screws fell off, and then the weight of my CPU fan started pulling the motherboard down. Dude, and if you look, I don't even want to talk about my computer right now. Let's move on to a different topic.
I got you.
It's hurtful, but yeah, I played a lot of games, but other than
they're expensive, man. It's a big like task, when you got other stuff going on in life to get that going. So I understand that. And hey, there's nothing wrong with zip ties, man. Zip ties are an electrician's best friend next to tape.
Absolutely. and a mechanic's best friend when you're trying to do electrical shit in the bay of an engine,
No doubt, man. I think I have a zip tie somewhere on the undercarriage of my car holding
yeah, holding the rain guard or something, for sure, man. For sure. I've seen that all the time. But other than that, I think games wise, like nowadays, I've only really committed to RuneScape, which I've almost maxed out RuneScape 3. This new archaeology skill is kind of setting me back a little bit, but that's nothing. And then League of Legends, but my ping since I've moved away from New Mexico and over to Arizona with crappy internet, I can't really do fast action frames per second games.
I got you, man. Yeah, that's a pain in the ass. I understand how that is. I didn't really get internet where I live currently, out kind of in the country. I mean, it's still a neighborhood, but it's in the country opposed to more so than like the downtown Richmond. But I understand that completely, man. And that's a game changer. But
oh yeah,
Elon Musk's working on that fucking 5G that people are talking about, making them bleed out their ears and other crazy shit. Elon Musk's talking about internet for the whole world, being connected. So I'm sure it's only a matter of time before, we get some crazy download times.
Talking about Elon Musk, I have to derail because every time I hear that name, I have to tell the person I'm talking to that I feel like he's the world's first evil genius in a way. Like, not first, but like when you can have the money and you want to fly your car to the moon just because you can. I'm not saying it's a good thing because it's wasteful as shit, in my opinion, and a real bad investment for philanthropy. But I always just laugh about it because I have to recognize, like, this guy doesn't give an F and he does what he wants, which at the end of the day, he's doing a lot of good with it. But I always have to remind people that I think he's kind of an evil supervillain. He's a smart guy and he's going to do well for our community. But sometimes I'm like, what is this guy doing?
Right. And like, what is he doing? How can he be doing it? And like, he's like Lex Luthor from what is it? Batman, the evil
Superman. Absolutely.
Superman. I'm sorry.
Absolutely. He is Lex Luthor. He does what he wants.
It's my hot body. I do what I want. Yeah, man. I mean, I could agree with that. I mean, for God's sakes, he smoked, or if you want to call it that, he took a hit out of Joe Rogan's joint on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast when he had him on last, while millions of people were watching.
I gotta respect that, man. I gotta respect that. Just because, you know, I'm glad. Well, one, because I smoke, but two, it's just like the fact that, you know, if we go back to paper and seeing where all the companies, the cotton and paper companies who didn't want hemp products to be on the market back in the day, and why weed was first illegal. And it's just so sad because, you know, at the end of the day, I've always told people who are okay with the idea of smoking, or they know what smoking's like, and I ask them, do you think alcohol is more impairing than like marijuana for your motor functions, your speech, and, you know, your thinking process? If you're honest with yourself. And, you know, and anybody who knows the two would say, oh yeah, dude, like alcohol gives you a fake sense of confidence. Whereas,
liquid courage, baby.
Oh, liquid courage to the max. And I don't dislike that. I love my whiskey and bourbon. And just, you know, mixed drinks can be fun too. But at the end of the day, not saying being under the influence and doing things is okay, because I don't think any under the influence at all is an okay decision. It's better to not do that. But I've always joked about, you know, people who drive drunk will run through the red stop sign, whereas the stoner will wait for the stop sign to turn green because they're super cautious.
And that is 100% accurate, bro. That is so accurate. Like,
yeah, and I've seen it so many times. I've also done my ignorant decision making of being drunk and getting into a car with the drunk drivers. So I've also had those epitomes where I think to myself, I think I potentially may have just killed myself. So I've always been honest with myself, and I didn't make that decision too many times because it's not a good decision. Getting, you know, why are they more or less impaired than me? This is just a bad thing happening.
When you got your designated drunk driver.
Yeah, you're like you really have to stop and think, like, what's going on, dude?
Yeah, it only takes like a couple times of like being in the car with your buddy who's like, no, don't worry about it, man. Like, you're fucked up. You know me, I can handle my shit. And then they start swerving in the lanes, or they're fucking speeding, and you're wondering like, holy shit, you know, he's gonna get us both in trouble.
Oh, dude, the worst one was with my friend in an Evo 10. You know, we're driving on the freeway, you know, speed limit. This is back in New Mexico. I grew up in Albuquerque. Shout out for anybody from the 505. But, nice. You know, we were driving down the 40, I-40, and I look over and he says, hey, dude, I'm just going to speed a little bit so the cops don't think I'm drunk. And it kind of dumbfounded me that he said that, even though I was drunk. I really had to think about what he just said. And I look over and he's going to 85 in a 65 zone, right? And I'm thinking, yeah, just a little. Okay, what is this motherfucker thinking in his head? And then that's when I get thought, a little high. Exactly. And that's when I thought, you know, sometimes not everyone's reasoning and rationale will be the same. And that's when I decided, you know what, getting into a car with the drunk driver while I'm drunk, even though I know it's a bad decision, at the end of the day, it's just better to either sleep it off or call an Uber or call somebody else.
Yeah, man, because those fucking, you know, even if you're the type of person that can handle it, and let's be honest, there are plenty of people that can drink one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 beers throughout the course of a hangout session and be fine with driving home. I mean, there literally are those people that, for one reason or another, they're maybe more in tune, maybe they care about, the consequences more, but we've all seen them. We've all seen people that, are way over the limit, but are able to, get you and themselves home without it being like noticeable really at all. But even with that said, man, no one wants to pay, be in like 10 grand of debt for a DUI and then, to have your license taken. And, of course, if you're the person, if you're drunk and you're riding with your buddy who's also drunk and he's driving, it's like, back in high school, it'd be like, all right, well, cool. At least I'm not getting the DUI in this case, but or at least that's how I thought other people viewed it when I would be in situations like that. But yeah, man, fucking, of course you can get super messed up off of, driving while, more specifically, I would say like edibles or something like that. I mean, if you're pretty accustomed to THC, it's you're gonna most likely be more cautious. I'm not saying that I'm not saying one way or another. I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of me driving under any type of influence. But I can say that me being completely sober, now, it's almost like, I would say it's almost like being a worse driver because of being so like content and careful, being like, okay, I don't have, anything to worry about. And of course I'm not going like 100 on the highway or anything like that, but I just mean like, I'm not paranoid of thinking, if I get pulled over, like, this and this is going to happen or whatever. If I get pulled over, it's going to be like for a speeding ticket or a brake lights out. It's going to be as simple as that. So that like comfortability factor, I'm almost like, I don't know. I just catch myself kind of like, just thinking, being in thought and stuff, sometimes more so now being like a sober driver than, if I were to have ever, done anything. But
I can see that. I can see where you're coming from. And that's honestly why I like driving manual cars. And I think I always will, even though moving, out to a big city like Phoenix definitely derailed my ideas of the perfect car. Because
really?
I'm not. Oh, yeah. Because, well, for the fact that I thought, New Mexico is a little less populated. So growing up in Albuquerque, I definitely notice a difference between, obviously, the traffic. But when traffic's bad in Phoenix and you're driving a stick shift, you're definitely staying in first and second gear the whole time, trying to not stay on your brakes all the day long. But yeah, I don't know. I just like manual cars just because you do have to be conscious because when you're going to downshift into a gear or you see something come up really fast, it's nice to have the heads up of knowing which gear you need to be in, how to engine brake if you want to do that. You don't have to, obviously, but yeah.
That's a really good point, man. I've actually never driven a manual car. I don't think I've always had automatic. I've always thought it would be cool. And I really wanted to, but that makes perfect sense. If you're constantly focusing on having to shift gears and, when you're doing it, just to make sure that, you're not harming your car or slamming into the back of, someone's car because they hit their, brakes on the highway or something like that. That definitely, I think, would make sense as to it making you like more in tune with what the activity that you're doing and not like daydreaming as much about like, oh, I wonder what I'm going to talk about tonight on the podcast or something like that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I've definitely noticed, and at the same time, I'm not saying, okay, I'm not going to not say that I haven't driven high or drunk, but I would like to say that it's preferred not to, but at the same time, I do agree with you fully in the fact that I've understood an elevated bit of cautiousness and courteousness. I've I've noticed when I treat people with respect on the road and give people space, or I don't stay and hog the left lane or whatever have
Yes.
you,
Thank you.
especially on highways, and I show courtesy and I'm not going to be an asshole on the road, and I always use my blinker, and I just do little subtle things. And whenever I do see somebody driving aggravated, I don't get in their way, and I try to, show everyone the courtesy that I would want to receive. And I've noticed, especially long distance drives, such as from Phoenix to Albuquerque, which I make quite often, when you give somebody the respect and courtesy you'd want, a lot of the time you see it come back, or you see people around you not necessarily slow down, but they notice what you're doing, and they definitely reflect that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I really admire. You know what? J. Drew for president. Say it here. J. Drew for president.
Just because he's not a raging asshole on the highway.
Yeah, man. I use my blinker every time, and now, for the past few years, and it's something that, like, I understand, if someone gets in front of me, switches lanes without the blinker, it's not necessarily like I'm not ready to put on the brakes anyways, but it's so aggravating just to think, like, it's just kind of, it's seemingly selfish, like, because people are trying to be like not put on their blinker so they can get over in the lane they want without you switching over there. But it's like, what if you're not paying attention fully? And yeah, I hate when people don't use their blinker, and I hate when people hog the left lane on any road, like, because it should just be common sense that if you're going this, below the speed limit, to stay in the right lane, use the left lane for the passing lane. So J. Drew for president.
and with that being said, I've noticed a big traffic with old people as well, such as Phoenix having snowbirds. Yeah, I think it's snowbirds. I messed that up for a long time. I kept calling them winter birds.
What the fuck is a snowbird?
So a snowbird, for those who don't know, is pretty much people who migrate from the northern states, the Midwest. Like a lot of them come from Minnesota. Some come from where is that? Oh my goodness, Wisconsin, just like those places up north, and even Michigan. But it more so just places that get really cold in the winter, and so a lot of old people come down. They stimulate the economy and whatnot. But with that being said, with a ton of people, you definitely see some old fogies driving like old fogies.
That's so annoying to me too, and I feel so bad because I love my grandparents and stuff like that. But when I see other people's grandparents doing like 10 and a 25, or like freaking even worse, if it's a 45 and they're going like 30 in the left lane, dude, sometimes I question if I happen to see what they look like, because typically I don't ever look at the person next to me. I just keep straight ahead, I don't engage. But if I do see them as I'm coming up from behind or through their back window and they're like 120 years old, I like question, like, dude, should this really be legal? Like, shouldn't you have to take another test? Like, if they're doing something like poorly, like if they're swerving or if they're just going in unsafe, like slow speed, I think that once you get past a certain age, you should kind of be required to take your driver's test again. I mean, it only makes sense. If you got to take it when you're 18, why not take it when you're 80 as well? Or
actually, Mickey, I don't know how it works for every state, but luckily that is kind of how it works after the age of, I don't know what the age limit is, but I have an 89-year-old grandma, and she has to take.
Wow,
now,
amazing.
She's a hot rod nanny, and she always has been. And what I mean by that is she goes way faster than she should, which is nice. But at the same time, she also drives like an old person and can potentially take people out. So with that being said, I've driven in the car with her enough to know that she does need that annual taking of test. And that's absolutely true. I wholeheartely believe that. And I remember having her over for a grill out on Sunday sometime last year, and she explained to the family that she has to take her driver's test, I think, every year. She has to show that she's not blind, that she's not too old and slow to make decision making on the road. Because at the end of the day, sometimes there. So do you know what an HOV lane is, Mickey?
They have them in like in Northern Virginia, like Fairfax area, and I think up or not Fairfax, but like further up, like Alexandria, high occupancy vehicle or something, right?
Yeah. So what HOV stands for is it's an extra lane for rush hour to open up for people who are carpooling. Yeah. He said high occupancy. So you knew what that meant, but I didn't. So yeah, it does mean high occupancy lane, and
Right.
so it opens up at certain times in the morning and at night. It's for only people who have 2 or more personnel in the car riding. So essentially, it's a carpool lane for those times. And I've seen times where it's during the carpool lane time, and there's old fogies in that lane going under the speed limit, but that's the most left lane.
Ooh.
And
Usually a lot of people look at, and it's not that way in the HOV time, because unless you have 2 or more people, you can't get in there. But God bless how much traffic gets like stopped and slowed.
And
it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying.
and they can get away with it too.
It's good. It's good to be urgent or get out of people's way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not to speed. You don't need to speed. I'm just saying, if you're not going as fast as the person behind you, politely get over.
100%, man. That's what I try to do at any point. The only time I wouldn't do that is like if I need to turn left, you know what I'm saying, and like it's within, I don't know, less than 100 yards or something like that, then of course I'll stay in the left lane for the 50 yards or so I can turn in. But it's such a simple thing, and I know it sounds like being specific about it, but I really do just appreciate when people do that, because it just shows common decency. And like you said, you don't need to speed. Sometimes people will, like this one kid at work, he was saying something about how like he saw me pass him going to work, and I got there before him, I guess, but he probably left before me, and just slightly. And he was like, "Oh, you're getting it." And I was like, I don't call it speeding. I call it what efficient driving efficiently. Like, you of course you don't want to ride up on someone's bumper, but if you see an opening and people are going below the speed limit, it's like, take your opening, get in front of the slow person. And but then again, sometimes I'll see people like switching lanes like very frequently in front of me, and when you see it from a different perspective, like other than your own, like if you see another car just constantly switching lanes, it looks like it's aggravated.
No, dude, I totally agree. And at the end of the day, I think the rule that I always like to apply is the golden rule. Treat others as you'd like to be treated.
Oh, I thought you were going to say keep snowbirds the fuck out of...
Yeah, fucking kill them all, dude.
Thank you, Bill Gates, for this COVID-19, so we can have less snowbirds.
Right. Oh, God bless.
I think all the snowbirds here probably go to Florida.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Florida, North Carolina.
Florida's another... Oh, yeah. I don't know about North Carolina per se. I've never actually been immersed in the East Coast. I've only been to Maryland, D.C., Waldorf, Brandywine area for my grandparents, and Virginia, Fairfax,
and all of those locations
for the pest control that I was telling you about.
Yeah, man, that's so wild that like we know, or we've both been to like these county, Loudoun County and like Fairfax, and I mean, you've seen like the 2-point-some million dollar neighborhoods. It's insane.
Oh yeah, they're just mansions, and half of them are just like big old blocks.
Big old soulless blocks.
Yeah, it's not much of a shape. No architect really had to think hard on this one. It's just wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's that's the wealthy sometimes for you. It's like, dude, if you had $2.2 trillion or $2.2 million to use on a house, you best believe I'd be putting some like giant like Tyrannosaurus Rex statue in the back, or some sort of modern art of like I don't know, like an alien with a dick or something in the back, or have like a water slide leaving from the bed. Like, I wouldn't just have like some basic ass, block.
So what you're telling me is you would make Flava Flav's house be your crib?
Does he have a giant alien with a dick?
No, but
dick water slide in his back?
I wish. The intro of his Flava Flav. The intro of his house is a big ass like Tyrannosaurus Rex, I think.
No way.
Yeah, no shit. And it's fucking funny, and it's right next to his big ass spiraling or side staircase that comes down. But look it up. Look up Flava Flav's house. I think that's his house. I could swear. Let me see. Flava Flav.
I mean, he looks like oh my god, I see it. Right there, dude. That's some awesome reference that you just pulled out your noggin right there, because that's exactly what I'm talking about. And if I had $2.2 million to drop on a house, you best believe it'd be like some crazy art like this freaking Tyrannosaurus Rex that has a pimp cane and a clock hanging around its neck.
Oh, did you know? I didn't know this until after I got introduced to Flava Flav a couple months ago, actually. And it was because my girlfriend watches reality TV. And one of the things when she got her tonsils out and she was healing, she was just like, you know what, let's fucking watch whatever we want to watch. And she ended up watching Flavor of Love, then getting into Rock of Love, then watching the spin-offs of both those shows of I Love Miss New York. Yeah, you're telling me? I'm sorry. Oh, it was so funny.
How did you make it out?
Well,
Brett, are you talking about Brett? What's up, taxing? I don't know.
Hey, what's up, dude?
I'm here with a special guest, Jay Drew.
Yeah,
yo, what's good?
I was just gonna come in and say what's up to him. What's up, dude?
Hey, how are you? You were the only one to invite me or welcome me into the group. How are you?
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna say what's up to him. But yeah, dude, I mean, I need to start doing it to everybody, I don't know, when you start making more of a positive vibe, I'm not saying it's going downhill or anything, I'm just saying, it could increase from here.
It's this house is a prison.
What y'all doing, a RunePod or something?
Camel dicks. Yeah, well, kind of. I mean, it's out. Actually, I was thinking about this as we're doing it. I'm like, man, am I going to label this as a RunePod or a
RunePod? We probably
don't
even need them to be labeled like that anymore. We could do like just straight up half and half, or just split them in half. Whatever the vibe is,
Yeah, I think. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out once it gets to it. But we're kind of talking about everything. At the moment, we were talking about. I'm posting it in general right now. Drew brought up how Flava Flav has this giant Tyrannosaurus Rex at the entrance of his house. It has a pimp cane and freaking a clock around its neck. I'm posting that shit right now. There you go. But yeah, I'd have a house, something like that, man. Like, have to.
Oh, absolutely.
One second, I was fixing my mic. This one sounds a whole lot better. I was listening to it last night, the pod. Really hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it was good. The mic.
Oh yeah, man. It's the best way to figure out what you need to do. I mean, I don't know what I sound like until I listen to the really
good, bro.
The garage, man.
I mean, you heard from everybody, really. It sounds professional. So.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just your regular iPhone, unless, it got damaged or something. That's what I was doing before December. We're on the iPhone mic, so nothing special, really, Just takes some tweaking sometimes.
Yeah. Hey, don't put my name in the fucking podcast this time.
I got you.
I don't want to look like I'm, sucking your dick, dude.
Why not just tell them the truth?
Hey, so there's no shame in that, man.
Yeah,
no, I'm just fucking around.
That's not fun to say. There's no judgment here, but
no, you can have my name. I don't give a shit. I was just fucking around.
So what we were.
Go ahead, my bad.
We were talking about how when Drew's girlfriend had her tonsils taken out, right?
Yeah.
She was like, they were at home chilling, and he let her like I guess pick what they were both gonna watch while she was recovering, and it evolved from Flavor of Love to what is the Bret Michaels one?
Rock
Fuck you, dude.
of Love.
Rock of Dude. So okay,
Dude,
am I
fuck you, bro. You trying to make fun of my fucking mood ring, dude?
Your mood ring cock ring?
It's feeling extra horny right now.
I'm gonna get a Flavor
Oh my
Flav
gosh,
clock.
dude. Fuck.
I'm gonna get a Flavor Flav clock cock ring.
There you go. Just the droop
Dude,
smacks your testes for every good game for us.
Hell yeah! I'll
They
be
do.
like, you know what time it is.
they do have those fucking flavored condoms.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I chew those rather than bubble gum.
Dude,
They're
that
less
sounds
calories.
so fucking good, honestly.
It's less calories, man.
I like the taste of lubricant in my fucking mouth.
So I do have a
Also,
question.
extra
though.
gay shit.
I
What's
have a
up?
question about this like Rock of Love thing because I used to see it on TV back in like I would say between 2006 2008 or around then because I remember my dad's wife at the time they would watch Rock of Love. So are you rewatching the old episodes or is there a new season?
No. There's only 2 seasons of there's 2 seasons of House Rock of Love, and then they do bus tours, and let me tell you how badly it degrades. When you thought they could not get any stupider, it just don't waste your time on going past the 2 seasons of In-House Rock of Love. And then I think there might be 3 seasons of Flavor Flav, but only 2 I can think of. I'm not quite certain.
Dude, Flavor Flav looks
Yeah.
like a fucking burnt like turd. No joke. Like he like when I remember watching this in middle school, he literally reminded me of like a crispy Mr. Hanky. Like, because I mean that combined with the being cracked the fuck out and whatever else. But I gotta say, man, I just Googled Rock of Love and I just found a YouTube link. It's an hour and 4 minutes long called Rock of Love Season 1 Episode 1. And I swear to God, Drew, if you got me starting to watch this, if I think I might have to check this out, rewatch it. And if you guys don't hear from me for a while, it's probably because I'm watching Rock of Love.
How long ago is this shit trending?
2007.
Dude, was that a
original-
fucking girl?
That was my fucking voice crack.
I'm fucking with you. Was that
It was
2011?
it released October 7th, 2007. But then they had Rock of Love 2, which was 2008.
Yeah, I don't even remember any of that shit. I really don't.
VH1. That's what the platform of all of these shows were on.
Holy crap, dude. It says followed by Rock of Love, Charm School, Rock of Love, Love Bus, I Love Money, Daisy of Love, Megan Wants a Millionaire. What?
Yeah, so there's 2 spin-offs of those 2 shows off of Flavor Flav. I Love Miss New York is a spin-off where a female has 2 seasons of her own show of the same concept. And then off of Rock of Love, there was I Love Daisy or whatever, and that was another spin-off of Rock of Love.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah.
I cannot believe this one is called I Love Money. Like the show is literally called I Love Money. Like,
shit, dude, who doesn't? That's what this world's fucking brainwashed because of.
I mean, I don't love it. Like, I like to be able to buy things, but like, I don't make that my objective. Like, in like, I mean, everyone's
Dude,
different.
don't lie, bro. Come on, son. You're going to fucking years of school to go get your fucking job to make bread, dude.
Yeah, but if I loved money, I would be
Fucking
doing
with you.
something different than electrical work.
I mean, you got to kind of, get some kind of money to start off.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I like to be able to buy things, but I don't know. Just the name of the show, I Love Money. But fuck, before I go off on some sort of fucking tangent rabbit hole, so Jay Drew, he plays both RS3 and old school RuneScape. We haven't even got to get into any of his like
RS3.
Yeah, did you play that texting at any
What do
point?
you like better?
Which do I like? Dude, it's to each their own. I love them both because I grew up in the
okay.
nostalgia of old school is
But it's
too
interesting.
strong. But I do like old school RuneScape because even though Evolution of Combat was like a make or break for a lot of people who played RuneScape at the time,
Most of
I
them.
yeah,
No, absolutely. When you remember those times, but the reason why I like it is because it gives people a platform to be able to play RuneScape with a more modern feel
Yeah, yeah,
while still
I
having the
understand.
same lore and whatnot. So
I just
I
didn't like the
love both
evolution
of
of
them.
combat. That's all.
Oh,
I
dude,
like the
it's
graphics though.
yeah, once you get used to the EOC, then you're
Yeah,
okay with the game. And once you realize in RuneScape 3 you do more damage with Evolution of Combat, then
yeah,
you realize that it's the only way to play the game. And if you want to have specs and do the combat switches and like prayer flicks, you just go back to old school for that, you know?
yeah. That sounds dope. I mean, honestly, I probably might even try it out again. But shit, Mickey, what were you about to say before? Did you finish what you're gonna say?
Oh, I was asking him if he remembered like his like combat level and stuff, but
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm
It's like
playing right
200s
now.
now, huh?
what
No,
old
so
school?
for RS3 or for
Old school.
RuneScape 3?
RS3. Do they go over
Oh,
like 200?
Wait, we're asking two different questions. I was asking him if he remembered what his levels were for old skate.
let me check. I was on RuneScape 3 just now, but let me give a
Do you not play it that
second.
much? Old school? You play EOC more?
I play EOC for the past year. A year ago, I was
Okay.
starting
Switching
this
up.
account from scratch, and I wanted to play all the quests in the most optimal leveling wise, so I didn't have to skill very much. And I have
That's how
about
I did it.
yeah,
Well, that's honestly the best way to do it because you get immersed into the lore and you don't have to
Yeah.
grind so much.
Yeah, I mean, you fucking get all maxed out and shit. Not all, but you get pretty high levels, and then you go and it's pointless. You're just doing it. You don't want to do the quest anymore. So,
yeah. No, I feel.
did you Oh yeah,
What?
what's
What's
your
up?
level?
I'm loading Runelight. I haven't
Okay,
it's
yeah.
patching.
You can. I guess you'll explain it to us here in a second. I was gonna ask you, did you find the podcast by yourself, or did you like find it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I found it through Spotify. So a week or so ago, before I contacted Mickey, I'm honestly like 5 to 7 episodes in thus far, and I haven't even gotten to any
And you
RuneScape
fuck with it?
talking about. Oh yeah, I fuck with it. That's
Hell yeah,
why
dude.
there was like the third or fourth episode. Mickey was reaching out and saying, "Hey, if you play RuneScape and you want to." Give me advice on like feedback on this podcast, hit me up. And I didn't really
That's
have much
awesome.
to say. Yeah, so I hit him up, and here we are.
That's awesome, dude. I like how these podcasts really aren't somebody. It's not somebody like special. Like just I don't know. Like it's always got to be special. It's just somebody that has their own opinion, has their voice, and just wants to come in here and just have fun. And relate, and just have like another family. So like I don't know. I feel like it does attract a lot of viewers, and I mean, I don't know, I'm happy about that. People get to hear these crazy ass thoughts of everybody in here. So
Oh, absolutely,
I
absolutely.
enjoy
Mickey, say it.
I enjoy the aspect of like having like not this huge like weight on my shoulder of having to be like a streamer that like has like maxed everything, and it just
yeah,
I'm just like a regular dude. But another thing that I noticed about like the other RuneScape podcasts in the past when I was listening to them is that at least for the ones that I listened to, there was never really like guests on the show. It was always the hosts, and which is cool and all, but like that's probably one of my favorite things about doing this is meeting new people like we talked about last
it's
time.
definitely
And
interesting.
hell yeah, dude, to have like new people reaching out and to build like a community and family and have everyone chill and cool and not like flame wars on the on the general chat. Like
Uh-huh.
that's the whole thing of allowing anyone to come on is I think really what makes it what it is. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, I really appreciate
Most of
you.
what it is, at least,
Really
it's all like
appreciate
I said, all
you
the voices. Go ahead.
emailing me too, J Drew, because I was, we chatted for a little bit on the email, and I'm glad it was possible. If you do decide to get back into old school for a little bit or mobile, definitely message me, and we can grind together. I know it's kind of hard to grind 2 games, at the same time, but if you ever do hop in, just let me know. I'll definitely play with you and shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely, Mickey. And I finally got in RuneLight, but I guess a quick stat check is my combat level is 60, total levels 900, not too high, and quest points is 141.
Oh wow.
But
Perfect.
I'll probably get back into it after I max out my RuneScape 3, which should be soon, like within the next month or so.
But
Nice.
that's easy because
Look
you got the
forward to it.
fucking lamps, dude. Come on, bro.
The what? The lamps?
Yeah, bro.
Dude,
Besides that, I got 120 prayer and a few other things, but
Oh,
I've
shit,
played this
120.
game
I've played RuneScape 3 for too long not to have it maxed at this point, honestly.
I understand. 120 on some of the skills, like dungeoneering used to be 120 and shit, or there's still some
Yeah.
99s.
So now
Okay.
they're trying to increase all levels to 120 on RuneScape 3. They just advanced. So previously there was Invention, Dungeoneering, and Slayer that could naturally go up to 120. And now they just, in the past 2 months, released 120 Farming and 120 Herb Lore. And on top of that, they've added a lot of different, I guess, packets to those skills in-game. So that's pretty cool.
Okay. Hell yeah, dude. That's fucking awesome. I was just watching some Kanye interview on the Breakfast Club, and dude, that motherfucker went deep as hell, bro. Oh my
Really?
gosh. Oh my gosh. Dude, I swear Kanye doesn't get any credit for like how much knowledge he has, but like he was saying like a lot of facts, like even when he was like he's got all this fame and shit and money, it's kind of easy for somebody to fucking slip off. And I mean he was at that time, I'd say he slipped off and was like all about materialistic and some of it, So like yeah, I think he did have a lot of knowledge, and I think some of it could be kind of shitty, point of view. Not a point of view, but yeah, I guess it would be. But outcome it would have on somebody. But I guess now that he is like all religious and stuff, I think he with all that knowledge he has, dude, I bet it'd be good for him. So,
Dude, there's a hilarious video I saw on like on one of the meme pages, and it was who's the voice of Shrek? It's something Myers. Mike Myers, is that what it is?
Michael
Maybe
Myers.
Mike Myers,
What?
yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Let's see.
Shrek's voice. Yep, Mike Myers.
So yeah, it was an Instagram like meme thing, and I'm posting the video in the general chat. But basically, it was like during Hurricane Katrina, and Mike Myers was doing this thing. It's like 1-800-HELP now, and he's all serious, like please send money. These people need help. And all of a sudden, Kanye West just fucking cuts in. George Bush don't care about black people.
Oh my god. Wait, so this is pretty recent?
No, dude, I posted it in the general called Bush Doesn't Care About Black People, and Kanye looks like he's really a lot younger, but you gotta watch it just for the way that he does it. It's so hilarious because like I don't know
he's different, dude.
because Mike Myers like looks at him like double takes and like then looks at the producer like is this going live?
Is this fucking reality right now?
God almighty. Yeah, that gumbo looked pretty good that you posted, man. I love gumbo.
Oh, you've had it? Yeah, I'm glad. Some people in here have had gumbo. It's tight. I mean,
So
like
are you from
originated.
Louisiana?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, that explains. Dude, Cajun food I've been recently introduced to in the past
Really?
like 5 or so years. The
Where you from?
blackened fish. I'm from
Yeah.
New Mexico.
Oh shit. So
But-
you're pretty close, I guess. That's a good
Yeah,
little drive
yeah,
across
fairly.
Texas, but
Oh yeah, Texas, the long part of Texas for
you've
sure.
been to San Antonio?
Yeah, I did
Dude.
army training in San Antonio actually.
Tell Mickey,
Nice, bro.
tell Rogan how fucking crazy their downtown looks. Like I like Austin and Houston and shit, but like San Antonio downtown looks fucking crazy.
The Riverwalk is wild.
Oh my dude, it's like
I-
it's a canoe, like a fucking canal, bro. Like you can like fucking get on boats and shit and just like go to the next fucking store. Like it's
Crazy.
crazy.
Yeah,
What was
no, it's very fun. That's a sight
Yeah.
to see.
Yeah, I kind of shat on it, until like I've been, I
Oh,
was like, fuck.
really?
Yeah, I was like, fuck San Antonio, like, but it's pretty cool out there, bro. It really is. It's like more of like a homey feel too outside, around the city.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty dope. But yeah, how far away would San Antonio be for you?
Well, shit, it used to be about like 16 hours because I used to live in Albuquerque, but the past couple months I just moved out to Phoenix.
Oh wow, so it's even further. Oh wait,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, yeah. Damn, it's only 7 from me. So I thought maybe you would have been, a little bit closer than that. Probably a little bit more than further distance than where I would be from it. But because it's like almost on like fucking Mexico line, really. It's got a little ways, but is it Austin? No, Austin's like above it.
I got Travis
Yeah.
coming in here. Travis is from
Fuck
or
yeah.
died to bleed. He's from Texas, so
Yeah, Travis is from Texas.
getting him in here. We got that's pretty cool. So we got someone from New Mexico, someone from Louisiana, someone from Texas coming in.
Travis is cool. Yeah, dude, you stick on your fucking United States non-Confederate shit, you little bitch.
What are you talking about,
Wait,
bro?
you too, fucking Travis, bro. You from Texas, dude. Fuck you.
Virginia, Richmond is the capital of the Confederacy, bro, of the
Wait,
CSA.
was it? Oh, I'm a dumbass, dude.
Richmond,
Dude, I
Virginia.
thought it was like wait, which one was like
Virginia's
North Carolina?
Virginia's
South
the
Carolina?
last. Virginia's the most northern state of the South.
Okay.
Like it's right below the Mason-Dixon line.
Okay. Yeah, I thought
Hey,
I thought that was the reason why. What's up,
What's
dude?
up, Travis?
Hey,
Travis
Hey,
in
what's
the
up,
house.
guys?
Dude, you even sound like you're from
Yeah,
Texas.
Oh hell yeah!
yeah.
Oh, also,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Also, I gotta make sure that I don't look too bad. I just looked it up. I guess from Albuquerque to San Antonio, it's almost 11 hours, not 16.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, that ain't too bad then, because 16 is like from here to fucking Colorado, like. But no, that's not bad. I mean, I'd make that drive. You feel me? So
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
want to, see me, dude. My gosh, bro, the fuck wrong with you, bro?
Travis, what do you got going on today, man? Have you been playing some old school?
Yeah, well, I was, but we lost power. We had a storm today, and
Dude, it's just hitting me, bro.
for
It
real,
just it just shook my house. I didn't know it was raining, bro. And the thunder just went off. That shit shook my house, bro. Like
it's
no
a
cap.
really bad storm.
Yeah, I guess it's coming
Moving
from y'all.
fast. Yeah, it's coming from it's moving fast. It knocked out our power for about 4 hours today.
So it's coming down like towards it like a southeast angle from Texas
be.
down to Louisiana to the Gulf. Yeah,
The way the wind was blowing, it seemed like it, but I'm not a weatherman.
yeah. I mean, it has to, cause dude, like what you were just explaining is what's fucking hitting me right now.
It
Dude,
was we had 80-mile-an-hour winds, or they said we were going to.
Dude, I swear Texas is always like that, cause that little thing I was talking about. I went to that show, that festival, and I was tripping acid. And I had to or allegedly, but I had to go run it like to my fucking. We didn't have an Uber, nothing, or we had an Uber and shit, but we didn't have it until like fucking after the storm. So it was pretty bad, but yeah, like I know Texas like doesn't have any like trees and shit, so it's like just a lot of land. Like it has some fields, like pastures and like
Tornadoes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like it
Yeah,
gets
we get
bad
that shit
winds.
pretty bad.
Smoke
Oh my
Blunt.
God.
Smoke Blunt apparently had a tornado in Ohio. I think it was 2 nights ago, maybe
What?
yesterday. Yeah, I mean, you guys are talking about like tornadoes and shit. Today, Smoke Blunt was talking about tornado and some bad weather happened in Ohio like yesterday, I think it was.
Dude,
I didn't
we-
even know they got that weather up there. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I didn't
No,
either.
they do that. They're like
Hmm.
known. I think they're
Right.
known for that shit, bro. Like the middle Midwest. But shit, we never really seen a tornado at all, dude. We had like 3 in a row, like not too long ago, like separate weeks, like 3 weeks in a row, and then like it was like bad. Like it almost took out our whole city.
Y'all
was
get
bad.
the hurricanes though.
Oh, dude, we get terrible hurricanes. But yeah, I'm sure y'all do too, like or Houston area.
I was just
Baytown.
looking at what was posted in Discord after Katrina. Oh God.
Yeah, dude. That video, like, if you haven't watched it, just watch it because.
Oh, I've seen it. It's
What is
it's
it?
something else, bro.
Oh, you're seeing that in the chat.
Kanye
Damn,
West.
dude. Yeah, I was telling him about that. I told him.
I thought
"Look it up."
hurricane season was over.
Yeah, I was like, bro, there was like no fucking like no street. You couldn't see any streets basically. It was just straight fucking 20, 30 foot of water, just fucked. Because they're in a bowl. Like the city's in a bowl, and their fucking wall, like their dam wasn't big enough, and it was like a good bit of fucking distance underwater. It's like 30 feet at least.
Mhm.
I know it's like 30 feet, something like that. And basically the dam got overflowed, full of fucking water, and just it started spewing in, and like their drainage system sucks ass. So like it was all backed up. So like there's still spots like where it was like there's like water and like it's fucked, dude.
Yo, I got a question for Drew and Travis.
Yeah.
Do you guys? Because I know that you don't have them, Carson. But
What? Go ahead.
tarantulas. Are there tarantulas in New Mexico and Texas? Like, just do you see them like when you're driving on the street and stuff?
I don't think Texas.
I've never seen one. We
Yeah,
got some
maybe.
big ass spiders, but not tarantula.
Well, you're in
What about-
Odessa.
What about you, J Drew?
College Station.
Oh,
Yeah, so the first interaction I had was when we went to a campsite when I was younger, and my dad caught it with two plates, two makeshift. No, they weren't paper plates, styrofoam plates, and we were fucking around with it. But I was 8 at the time, and that was the first time I saw it in real life. But other than
Okay.
like side of the road, I don't think side of the road, but if you go out and camp somewhere, you might see a tarantula.
that's crazy. I
Those
thought
things
they were
eat
like in
birds,
like
man.
Australia or some shit.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, they'll spike you, that's for sure, with their hair. That's their main defense, I think,
Fuck.
is they
no.
shoot their hairs.
They
Oh,
shoot their
damn.
hair. They shoot their hairs and then they dragon claw speck you.
Yeah,
Fuck
Right?
They 360 420 no scope.
Are they
you,
like in
that's
hot
what they
weather,
do.
like
Yeah,
deserty
exactly.
area?
Yeah,
I would say,
yeah,
okay.
they're more deserty.
I mean, like Odessa, Texas, like the West Texas might have some because like it's desert out there. But yeah,
Probably so.
dude, you're in camp. You said, oh, not camp, College Town.
College Station.
Yeah, or yeah, College Station. That's like right by Houston, huh?
It's about an hour, hour
Yeah.
and 30.
Well, when you consider the size of fucking Texas, yeah.
So yeah,
they-
it's when you consider it like that, it's right next door.
yeah, shit, dude, that's not even far. It's probably like 4 hours away from Louisiana. Yeah, 4 hours, 3, somewhere in there.
Yeah, so I got another question for J
Go
Drew.
ahead.
So you're talking about Phoenix, right, J Drew?
hmm
Are you familiar with the Phoenix Lights?
The Phoenix Lights, no, not at all.
What?
I'm gonna post the video and the general. So the Phoenix Lights were a series of widely sighted unidentified flying objects observed
Oh.
in the skies over the United States of Arizona, Nevada, and the Mexican state of Sonora.
I thought it was like Northern Light type shit. I thought, but you
No.
talking about UFO, right?
multiple people, like hundreds of people, maybe even thousands of people saw these saw something that they called the Phoenix Lights, and I'll post the video. And they've got like, I guess, old VHS or the old style cameras. They got fucking videos of it. But I was just curious to see if you had heard of it.
No,
that's
not
weird.
at all. I definitely have been to, what is it called? Not Carlsbad.
Oh, the cabin?
Roswell before.
Really?
So, and yeah, Roswell is a funny city. It's a rural town, but it's a cool little town that's focused on aliens. That's for sure.
Oh shit! I think I've heard of that actually. I think like I saw like like a food challenge on there. Like what's the Man versus Food? Sounds like a
Oh
fucking-
yeah, Guy Fieri.
No,
No,
it was
no.
like
Who's that?
one dude
Guy
that eats
Fieri.
a lot of food. Yeah, it's like,
Diners and dives.
fucking-
Diners and Dives. There we go. Who doesn't love Guy Fieri,
It's gonna be a hog-tastic pig out.
right? Oh man, those food
That's
channels
crazy.
just get your fucking belly rumbling, you know.
Or wanting to fucking throw up.
Sometimes, but hey, you got to try new stuff all the time, man.
No, I'm talking about just eating too much food, bro.
Oh, for sure. Like those 72-ounce steak challenges.
Oh, you've seen that? So like, dude, my dad's friend. It's in Texas, I'm pretty sure. But my
Oh,
dad's
it's everywhere
friend.
in the
Oh
Southwest.
yeah. Well, yeah, they had one in
What?
on Man versus Food or whatever. My dad's friend, which I fuck with him heavy now. Like we talk a lot, but He went and completed that whole fucking steak, dude. Like he can eat every time I go over there and eat. He eats like a whole pot full of fucking soup, dude. Like I get like one bowl, he like finishes the fucking pot, bro. Like it's crazy.
God Almighty,
Dude, that's 4.5 pounds of like steak. That's
Dude,
ridiculous.
yeah. And there's like there's more size than there is steak. Like there's like baked potato. Like it's fucking crazy, dude.
Wow. I'm impressed with people who have that large of an appetite or stomach.
I love food, but I don't think I could gorge. Like I'd have to do some like training. I'd have to expand my
smoking
stomach.
challenges, and then go fucking.
Yeah, there you go. Start a marijuana smoking challenge into a fucking steak eating challenge.
Getting
They
high
probably,
would
like,
be a really
eliminate
good
you.
show.
Your fucking eyes red.
Did you guys ever watch Getting Doug with High?
I've listened to it. I didn't know it was a show.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's a YouTube video, Getting Doug with High, and he would have different guests on, and they would just hit like different bongs and bowls and shit. And I guess he would like ask them questions and stuff. I don't know. It's pretty entertaining. The first couple episodes, or they got some good ones. But,
Yeah, I listened to it as a podcast. That's cool. I'd like to watch it. I remember Adam Carolla went on there, and I was kind of disappointed. He like barely hit a joint.
But
It's
I think
come on, dude.
I think that
Elon
guy
Musk.
that does hot ones on YouTube. I think
Oh.
that shit's pretty. I don't know. I think it's pretty chill actually.
would you do it?
I love hot ones.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do. Cajun food is nothing but spicy, bro. I'm born to eat that shit, but nah, bro. I hate it shitting, but
You hate shitting.
dude,
is it?
spicy
Hey.
food. Oh my
Oh, yeah.
gosh.
Well, yeah.
I saw the one with Gordon Ramsay. He was having a rough time.
Little punk.
Yeah.
He has more of a appetite or a palate than most people, I guess.
Y'all gonna think I'm gay, but if y'all actually watch those, go watch the Zac Efron one. Like that dude, I thought I had like a different perspective on him. That dude's chill as fuck, bro. Like that's probably one of my favorite episodes.
Is
Oh,
it
the one that
required?
came out last week?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it required to have a Jonas Brothers promise ring in order to watch this Zac Efron?
Nah, bro. Like the nigga's actually really cool, bro. Like he's really fucking cool.
Got a
You
man
see-
crush.
Did you see
No, I don't. But like I
Man
was
Candy
dogging
Monday?
on him too, bro. But y'all see, if y'all go watch it, y'all see that you're gonna be like, damn,
I'm looking it up. I'll
nigga,
watch
chill,
it.
bro. I
Did
mean, it's
you
like
see-
30 fucking minutes long.
Did you see that movie with Seth Rogen and Zac Efron? Was it Neighbors?
Yeah,
Yes,
he was
sir.
talking about it. He did a fucking Joe Rogan impression in that shit, and it sounded just like him.
For real?
Not Joe Rogan, fucking Seth Rogen. But yeah,
Okay.
I love Seth Rogen, dude. That nigga's funny as hell.
Oh, he's funny as shit.
I have a friend that looks just like him, to be honest.
Is he Jew? Is he a Jew? That's the real question.
You would think he was. Like everybody asked him, everybody asked him that, but I don't think he is.
Everybody asks him that.
I'm serious.
It just depends on the fro, you know, because I have a Jew fro when I can grow it out, so I get that.
Understandable.
100%, man.
My hair is curly too. If I'm to grow it out really long or whatever, it doesn't grow
Look,
down.
Nick,
it
I'm about to
grows up.
send you a Snapchat of that nigga right now. Okay. You're gonna tell them what if he does or doesn't, because he fucking does.
All right.
I'm about to pull it up right now.
Holy shit, he's got a big bush. His,
Who?
his pubes are long as shit.
Wait, whose bush is this?
Dude, you just sent me a Snapchat of. Good God, man.
Oh, shut the fuck. It really is though. Watch. I
Is this
sent
like
it-
don't mess with the Zohan type of deal? Look at it. Look at it. It's so big. I don't know. It's kind of normal. No, the bush.
It's sending right now, so you'll get it in a second. If it ever fucking sends.
I gotta grab my phone
Grab my nuts.
virtually.
Oh, dude, Guy Fieri's also on the hot ones. I gotta watch that too.
I love the way that Danish and O'Neill joke about Guy Fieri, just because I don't know. Danish and O'Neill are really funny comedians. Jeff Danis and Ryan O'Neill. They got a podcast called Danish and O'Neill. I brought up a couple times, but they have like, I guess, like skits or themes. Sometimes they'll go through, and they're always bombing on Guy Fieri. Just the cheesiness, I guess, of the Hawaiian shirt and stuff. I don't think they actually really hate him, but it's just Easy
Oh,
to
dude.
pick at.
He's a typical white dude for sure in a lot of ways.
From the South.
And
From the
it's-
South.
Yeah, true. He does have a little of that southern feel, especially, and I think that's always good because if you look at any place that I guess I feel like it's just good to make fun of people. If you
Right.
can't make fun of
Yeah.
yourself at the bottom line, if you can't
Then
make fun
something's
of
wrong
yourself,
with you. You're mentally
you're real
ill
soft.
in some area.
You're not letting yourself really enjoy
ego.
other
You got an ego.
aspects. Yes, you have a sensitive, fragile ego.
I
That's
like the
what
one
that
where they
means.
eat the weird stuff. Is that Andrew Zimmerman or something?
Man versus no.
I can't remember.
The
Man
weird
versus
stuff,
foot.
like
He eats the weird shit, all the gross stuff nobody would want to eat.
Let's Google it.
Okay.
Weird shit food show.
Dicks. No, Joe Rogan had somebody
Cookie with
eat some
semen.
fucking
Bizarre
It was like
foods with
Bizarre Foods, that's it.
Andrew Zimmern.
That was a cool
Zimmerman.
show.
Didn't Joe Rogan have somebody eat like some camel dicks or something once?
Hell yeah, Fear Factor. They probably
Oh,
ate.
yeah,
I know they
Oh,
definitely
fucking the
drank.
weirdest shit.
No, it was the fucking Dave Chappelle one, huh? But I know
Well,
he did it one time. There was like a real time that they actually did it.
Oh, yeah, no, I think that was the Dave Chappelle skit when
was the
he was
crack
on the
one.
show. Yeah, the crack one. I don't know if that was real
No, it's not.
intestine or
Fuck, no,
whatever
it can't
was.
be. But they had it
Yeah.
looking real. They had
That's
it
no
looking
problem.
real.
Yeah. Oh.
Remember when he flushed himself down the toilet in one of those episodes?
Fucking love the Chappelle show.
Dude, even his
Oh,
stand-up is fucking great.
Have you guys
Oh.
watched the most recent Chappelle stand-up on Netflix? I think it's called Sticks and Stones.
Yeah, the one that got like bombed by rotten fruit, but everybody else whiplash and said "fuck you."
Dude, if y'all really like
Yeah.
stand-up and y'all like the black guy stand-up where they got that, personality, go look up Ali Seek. It's like, I'll spell it in the Discord, but he's like the funniest. It's like the funniest shit I've seen. It's like past Dave Chappelle, like one of his stand-up, like
Past Dave
You know?
Chappelle.
one of his stand-up shows. It was like legit fucking. It had me dying, like laughing in my bed. Like I don't ever fucking do that shit. I'm gonna send it to you.
Tom Segura's is really good. Bill Burr's.
Tom Segura's just podcasts are good.
Oh, I've never heard his podcast. I've heard all of his stand-ups though, and
Doesn't he do
his
it with his wife or something.
He does one with his wife, but he does his most recent Two Bears, One Cave with Bert Kreischer. The one he did with his wife is Your Mom's House, which is
dude
it's
Bert
it's
Kreischer.
Bert
That's
Kreisler.
another big name. I love him. Isn't that the Machine?
Yes, it is. Da.
Dude, that's
as they would
fucking
say.
crazy,
Ah.
bro. They had spotlights
I am
on
the
like they had
machine.
spotlights on that shit. Or was it-
Yamushimu.
Not
or
sure.
was that is
That's-
that just like the fucking the ship
That's-
or something?
That's the one where they saw all the lights over Los Angeles and the government just started shooting them down. And I think there was like, they destroyed a bunch of shit just shooting at those lights. They
What
called
the
it the
fuck?
Battle of Los Angeles.
Oh, was that on one of Tripoli's podcasts? Was that like an older thing, like something that happened?
Yeah,
Well,
that
but-
was years ago. It's also the title of a Rage Against the Machine album. But
Yeah, that's crazy. They're fucking dumbasses. Probably high as fuck on some dope, son. Just
well,
some
I don't
weed.
think they'd never seen nothing like it before. They thought they were being invaded. They didn't know if it was like foreign or whatever.
Shoot it
So
down.
They're right by
they
fucking
let her
Area
rip. They just
51.
started firing mortars and stuff.
They're right by Area 51. Shit. They know shit that we don't know, bro. 100%.
But
Oh, yeah.
supposedly it made these movements that were, oh my god.
What
the
Yeah,
fuck,
Iggy Pop. Iggy
Did y'all-
Pop and his
Did y'all ever
wrinkly
see that Rogan
stomach.
episode? Y'all didn't see that Rogan episode where that one guy worked like near Area 51 and like he had seen some shit like he had never seen and like just
Bob
not
Lazar.
possible. Yeah,
No,
I
but
think
I
so.
can't unsee with this.
God, we got to get the video element up and running for Rogan and RuneScape so we can share some of these images that we're looking at right now.
For sure.
Oh, absolutely.
That'd be dope.
I've never seen this picture until I don't even know how this came up because what was I looking at? Oh, I typed in weird shit food show. That's what
You
came
got
up.
this.
Oh, wow.
I
You
don't
got
know how.
Iggy Pop's face on his wrinkly stomach. What the fuck?
Reminds me
That's
of that
fucking weird.
subreddit, what the fuck, or WTF. It's just
Oh, for
crazy. It's
sure.
weird shit like that.
Have you seen
I'm
the?
not even gonna look that up. Like, it's gonna fucking make me cringe.
Have
Yeah.
you seen the I am skin Bernie Sanders thing?
Nope.
Oh man, I gotta find it.
Nigga, you are black.
It's called I am skin. What are
No,
you talking
you're
about,
black.
Tyson? You're over there rambling.
I know, dude. I know.
Are y'all
love
in?
black people,
Are y'all
though.
in mourning because Bernie dropped out? No Bernie Bros here.
Like he was even gonna fucking win, bro.
I know.
I'm not like no. I wanted to look at the whole Joe Biden thing that I posted earlier because it's like, so is that the official Democratic like choice for president? Is it's officially Joe Biden?
I mean, there's nobody else. They're going to be
Dude, no
forced to
way.
give the nomination to him.
There's no way. Cause look,
There's
bro.
a lot of people
see-
think Michelle Obama will still enter the race.
What the fuck? Dude, I honestly think that, or I've seen that so many people have actually opened their eyes up and changed their beliefs and views on, like, political shit. Like, so many fucking Democrats and, like, liberals and shit. Like, have y'all not seen that shit lately?
Yeah, more or less. I mean, but now they're saying they want Cuomo, the governor, or not the governor, is he the governor? I can't remember.
One of the governors.
New
Joe
York.
Biden. Oh, wait. Joe Biden was who? The governor of who?
He's a senator. Senator
Oh,
Joe
okay,
Biden.
okay.
Yeah.
What a bitch. I don't like that dude.
He's a groper, man. He's a groper and a sniffer.
From
That-
where, dude?
yeah.
I'll send you a video later off of
Like-
InfoWars, and it's got him sniffing children. It's
you know that
fucking
Caitlyn
disgusting,
Bennett girl?
dude.
Yeah, you could just YouTube Joe Biden like touching kids or like whatever.
Do people not know this?
People, man, it's just people are kind of hypnotized, and also concerned about
Well, duh.
things other than, what's in front of them. Sometimes
But
it takes.
also, they're
When
gonna
you have
believe
all
that.
the mainstream media leaning one way, and then then you got
Well,
Fox
dude,
out there, but they're
Yeah, dude. Well, Fox is still fucking bullshit in some way. too.
exactly half
Come
of them
on.
hate Trump too.
And bro, honestly, let's be real here. It's some bullshit how I think me and you already talked about the shows, but when they had like, I don't know, Obama had all those kids like separated from immigration and put them in like cages, and they all are blaming that shit on Trump.
Well, yeah, they came out and they were saying Trump's doing all this stuff to the illegals they're holding that are in holding that haven't been deported or whatever yet, or
Yeah,
had their
blame that shit
case
on
or
Trump,
applied
dude.
for. Well, and then they go back and they're like, "Oh, that was actually Obama's policy. They haven't
Yeah.
really altered it yet." Oops. And then
Bro, Trump
you
is
didn't hear
sending
shit
them
about
right
it
back.
after that. Yeah.
I know Trump is sending them right fucking back, dude. It's not holding them or nothing. I mean, it's not bad at all. I don't think that's terrible at all. Like,
I don't know if that's the case, but yeah,
I mean, probably
there's a
hold
pretty
them somewhere,
bad
but
situation on our border right now.
It is. It is. But I mean, I've seen people like getting like loaded up on buses and shit, and like videos of it, and they were getting like taken back to like their country,
Yeah,
like Mexico.
I think he's made some progress, but I don't think there's been an obstructionist Democratic Congress the whole time, and then now they have power, so
Oh
good
yeah,
luck getting anything passed.
exactly. So what's the point even fucking having a president?
If people want to fix things, then they got to realize it's a global thing, a global effort. We got to really create like like just teamwork, man. And I know it sounds cheesy, but that's really the only way to actually fix the
It's not
problem.
cheesy.
Because it's like we have to fix the problems as to why people aren't able to like make enough money for food in their own countries, whether it be through exploitation of their natural
It's
resources
not
or
our fault,
whether.
but like shit,
Well, but you see what I'm saying? Though I'm not saying it's our
We
fault.
should
I'm
help.
saying
we
that
should definitely help.
no, but what I'm saying is that in order to actually like cure the problem, whether it be fucking
Yeah.
Muslims
We come together.
immigrating to like Scandinavia and inducing Sharia law and stuff like that. If you want to actually fix the problem, the best way to do it is
Yeah.
to figure out why people are coming there in the first place, and
Yeah.
it just have like a global fucking
Yeah.
teamwork. Like
It's like depression, bro. You go back to that fucking one thing you're stuck on, and that's their thing that there's like whatever that country's stuck on, like fucking help, bro. I mean,
You know,
it could be just their government too, but like, come on, they can't leave. You gotta get citizenship, a lot. I don't think it should be like 14 fucking years, It probably should be like a little less. I mean, I don't know, dude. I really don't fucking know. But it is fucked up in a way, but also,
it's okay not to know. None of us really should know the answer. I mean, we're just, RuneScapers.
it wouldn't have
Right.
a voice. It wouldn't have a fucking voice anyways, So,
Dude,
I mean, this podcast, but
100%. I mean, we're doing what we can.
But it ain't gonna be fucking president is gonna hear this shit. Nobody's gonna, like. I mean, unless we go big or some shit, but I doubt it. Even then, still.
You want me to call up Donald right now?
Dude,
I'll call Donnie.
Please, dude, tell him about fucking backhand. He's actually doing pretty good. I'll give him credit.
Look, so me and my coworker were talking, and I was telling him about how it's like kind of like the simple things that need to be fixed in order for like the problems that we're going through today to have a resolution, kind of going full circle to what we were talking about. But what I'm referring to is simple things such as imagine the world of difference that we would be in if cannabis were legalized or decriminalized 100%. But what I'm saying is like, have you guys ever heard of hempcrete? It's like concrete that can be made from hemp, like literally concrete block. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
I've never heard of that. I just heard fucking regular ass quickcrete.
No, there's something called hempcrete that you can build houses on. Also, there's
wouldn't that shit burn down fucking easy as hell?
There's types of mushrooms that you can make into plastics. And so it's something so simple like that. You start with something like that. I mean, the first Model T, the body of the car was made out of a hemp plastic. So when you think about all this like pollution and when you think about like economy, just think about like how much of a difference would be made if we just started at the simple things of, hey, let's fucking have houses that are able to be made out of hempcrete, or have mushrooms that make plastic bottles, whatever it be. Start the simple thing.
You know how people even think like that? First off, that you have to fucking find yourself, and have to fucking people in this country have, not even fucking know. They don't even know who they are. It's fucked. But you gotta find yourself, bro. And I truly think that's like one of the main reasons. Like you have to fucking be genuine and like value things and like value things in general. Like you can't just start giving yourself value and nothing else and just don't give a fuck about anything. Like they can't recall, they can't even see what the situation, they can't see like what the situation needs at all. I believe that's a factor, like a big factor, because like shit for me it changed, and I value a lot of shit. I'm serious, bro.
Okay, that was a good one.
I'm serious, bro. It probably doesn't make sense. I don't know. I guess
no,
check Discord.
Y'all can relate.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
Oh,
I think one of the main problems is right now, it doesn't matter if it's something that's good for everybody. One side doesn't want it based on who proposed it. If Trump decided tomorrow to pass some of the Democrats' agenda, they would suddenly flip and say, no, it's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. He can't do this. He's a horrible person.
It's because he's a fucking Republican now. Like, dude, they're that fucking deep now that they're even like just saying fuck their own laws. Like, even though he's trying to help them out, they're still getting pissed off. Like, I've seen them change like a couple of things that or something that they agree on, and they literally started bringing it up in debates and shit, like trying to argue against it. And they were like, wasn't there some of that shit y'all agree on that? They were like, yeah, but like, fuck it.
They're all fucking bought and paid for anyway.
What? Yep. They don't want to work. They don't want to do none of that shit. They're just pussy. They want that shit given down to them. I mean, honestly, bro.
Well, they care about power more than the people. That's the problem when they get no term limit.
It's fucking mentally ill. That's mentally fucking ill, bro. I know it because I've been there, bro. Like, yeah, it's fucked, bro. It really is. It's fucked. I used to fucking like not care about abortion.
That I saw today. There's this bumper sticker I saw today. Let's get back to abortion, but it said when the power of love overwhelms the love of power, then we will have peace.
Oh,
I think it's
I like that.
It's a quote from Jimi Hendrix, but
exactly
like,
though. It's right. It's
I wish I
yeah,
had
it's
that
totally
bumper
right.
it's
Oh,
deep.
get that bumper sticker.
Hell yeah. I mean, it
Go
probably
put it
wouldn't
on.
fucking mean shit, you know. I don't know, like while you're driving,
That's so true.
You never
man.
know. Somebody affected me
Yeah.
by showing me that.
it
So
could change your life. Yeah, you're right.
We
You're
could
right.
just
I'd be
hijack
crazy
that.
if I said it wasn't going to. You know.
We could just hijack that bumper sticker and put Rogan and RuneScape promotion at
Titties.
the
podcast
bottom.
merch.
There you go. There you go.
You're like, where did you come
Yeah,
up
I
with
agree.
this?
How do y'all feel about abortion? One at a time.
Like, how do we?
It's kind of
We'll
deep to go into.
start with Drew.
Okay. So the first thing I always have gotten back to since day one is I have a penis. Let's just start there. I know it's crazy, but the
Congrats,
fact
bro.
that I have a penis, thank you. I won the lottery, right? No, I'm just kidding.
The genetic lottery.
Right? The fact that I have a penis kind of
Transgender.
shows, it's always showed me that I don't really have a say in what a woman should do with her body. And the thing I've always noticed is, you know, this is America. If there's a will, there's a way. And
Yep.
coat hanger abortions have happened in the past for a reason.
Exactly.
If a woman doesn't want that baby, she might just go out of her way and mutilate
That's
her
true.
body because it's not legal. And that shouldn't be how women need to feel. Because
That's
if
true.
women, you know,
Let him talk, bro. Let him talk.
if we let women control the law of that based on what I've seen from all the women and what they feel about whether abortion should be
Yep.
legal or not, unless they're, you know, for lack of better words, brainwashed by religion. I've seen almost every woman say, you know what, I would never want to be raped and not be able to do that. Or,
That's true.
you know, I've never wanted to go down a route where I don't have an alternative option or I don't have such and such X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
at the end of the day, I feel like it should be 100% legal, but I'm not
For
the
those
one who should
for
be
those
deciding
circumstances.
it.
Yo, let him finish. Complete
Well,
thought.
not even.
Hold
not
what you're
even-
thinking, and then say what you're thinking after he finishes.
No, I'm just saying, like, yep. So,
I know,
like, true.
I know,
Like,
but
I'm just letting them know. Like, I'm
it's
listening.
easy for
bro.
me
That's
to
what-
get this-
Always do that shit, bro.
I got you.
Come on.
Just try to.
I don't even think it's for those circumstances per se, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to get pregnant. A man isn't going to get pregnant, and if men are making that
Just
You'd be
jurisdiction
surprised.
of what?
These trannies.
Oh,
I said just wait because they're saying that men are having babies now.
oh, there you go.
Oh
I
my
knew
God.
They're
that
saying
man
men are
did.
getting their periods now. They're saying all kinds of stuff. There's even a mainstream commercial about it. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
I think about the abortion. That was well said. I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree, dude. I really agree. It's kind of tough when you get to that point where, you know, it's about rape or, you know, any of those situations. But, you know, I don't know. I think I try to be like morally right within myself as much as possible. So if it was my decision at any cost, like my wife or whoever, my daughter, just whatever the situation may be in the future, you know, I'll give them that. But like I said, you know, I don't have any say so over it, you know. So I wish they would change the way they operated the procedure, like for a late abortion. It's kind of fucked, you know, if you read up on it. I don't know if you want me to explain it, but basically they just rip off the fucking head and they just like pull they crush the brain, my bad, and then they pull the arms and legs off like it's a fetus. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
It's a-
yeah, that is a touchy subject for sure.
It is. I mean, that's probably the only thing that really touches me about it. But you know, other than that, bro, I do stand where you are at on it. But like, it's just not your choice, you know.
I would say to add to that, because Travis is grabbing some real quick, so he'll be right back. We can hear his view, but I would say that for the most part, I agree with you, Jay Drew. The only thing that I would add is that I think that it's not like it's about education, because it's not like it's a haircut. We've talked about this before. It's not something that should be a weekly thing. And, you know, let's be honest. I mean, there are some people that, I mean, I've literally met
Depressions.
some women who have talked about like just these multiple, ones that they get, which of course you should have the option, but it comes down to the education of basically using safe sex. Like if you're gonna not wear, if you're gonna be a woman and you're not gonna either take Plan B the day after, or if you're not gonna tell your partner to wear a condom, then
That's the same thing. Plan B. I mean, at a point.
Plan B is like a pill that you take after it's already happened, like the day after pill, and wearing a condom would be a preventative measure. But what I'm saying is that that's where, in my opinion, is where it all matters. Well, of course, there should be the option because, like you said, there have been, just like anything, weed's illegal, coke's illegal, and people find ways to do it. So obviously, it should be illegal because then, like you said, people would go out of their ways and do it in a more barbarian way or whatever.
Yep.
But the important thing, I think, to go hand in hand with that is to teach people about, like, how to prevent it before it gets to that. Don't fucking get 6 abortions a week to 2 abortions a week. Like, I think personally that just shows kind of a lack of care for yourself and others, because whether it is like a consciousness or not, whether it's like what you want to consider it a spirit or not, it's still just kind of like I don't know, it's just
a potential.
It just seems like it's a needless
you think about it before, it's a potential.
Fucking take care of the problem before it gets to that. Like, if you have a leak in your house, you want to take care of that before your fucking roof starts to collapse.
Yep. I saw where somebody said that, or they said that before where you go and get an abortion before you even have sex, or even after you do, if you get nut in you or whatever the fuck the case may be, you have like 3 different options to go ahead and fucking prevent that from happening. But I mean, dude, honestly, it's I don't care for it. But if it happens, it happens. Just know the choices you're making, the outcome it could bring to you. Because I've seen where it's proven that people do get fucked up in the head afterwards, like depression, like PTSD, just all kinds of shit about it.
I don't, like y'all said, I don't agree with, I don't think chicks should have like a punch card going in there, your 7th one's free or some shit. You can't be doing it all, every time, you gotta have to take some measures but I don't know. There's no easy solution for it, but at the same time, people do need to grow up and take responsibility for this shit.
I mean, dude, if it wasn't gonna happen either way, regardless of the clothing or shit, I probably wouldn't. It wouldn't be in my fucking even acknowledgement. I wouldn't even fucking know about it. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't even enforce it as a law or nothing, bro. But since like Drew said, like it's just gonna happen regardless. So, I mean, bro, it's not where I'm gonna get. I'm not gonna get into any fucking argument or place my opinion on anybody to not get one or have one. But it's pretty crazy,
man. Don't I think we all kind of like, which is amazing. We all 4 came to an agreement, like
No, that's what I wanted. Besides you fucking telling me to shut up.
Well, it's because, bro, I mean, I hate to say it, but like sometimes you gotta realize when you're thinking about something, you gotta hold it until the other person's done talking, so that the person talking doesn't get distracted.
You dumb that.
Well, I'm just saying for like previous episodes or this episode or future episodes, just keep that in mind. Like, I mean, there's plenty of times when I have thoughts and I hold them so that I don't, distract the person of what they're saying by interjecting at the time. You want to get slapped? Because I mean, I'm pretty ADD, so I get distracted very easily. So if someone asks me a question while I'm explaining one thought, while I already have something planned to say after the first thought, then it's just like it's a clusterfuck. It's just a friendly reminder, bro. It's a friendly reminder.
I mean, I wasn't trying to do it this time. I was just saying, I like to say that kind of shit. I don't like to. It just naturally happens. Like, I just agree while going on. To let somebody know.
So what the fuck was I about to bring up before we talked about that?
Who was just explaining something? Travis?
I was just saying, like, when I'm waiting to talk, sometimes I go ahead and write it down on Discord so I don't forget it. Or
that's good.
Somebody will like see it and like maybe they could bring it up or something.
That's probably why I do that. I don't know why I do that sometimes, but that's probably why. Honestly, Travis, like, you got ADD too or something?
Yeah, well, it's like I'll just my brain goes a lot of places and I'll get to thinking about something else and won't even remember what I was thinking about before.
Like, it's natural,
Yeah.
But honestly, ADD and ADHD are the same thing. But Oh, I saw it the other day. I kind of thought about it before, but I saw it and confirmed it. But Rogan, have you thought about, or Nicholas, have you thought about what you're going to say?
I kind of forgot because we were talking about how I told you to shut up, so I
No,
wouldn't
you
forget
good,
my
bro.
thoughts. I
I
think
know.
honestly, what it was just saying that just basically wrapping up the whole abortion thing is it's amazing that we all four came to a
It
conclusion,
was.
and that I think really it just shows like that you're not really concerned about the consequence, or basically you feel like there aren't consequences to your actions if you're to get a, for lack of better words, like a punch card. You know, if you're to treat it like it's no big deal, I just think that shows
You're
the
fucked
type of
up.
it just shows the type of person. You know, it's like,
Exactly.
okay, this is like, 1 month I've had like 15 or 10. Like it shouldn't be like, in my opinion, that just shows a lack of like taking a responsibility and preventing consequences. Because, dude, I don't wear condoms because they're fun. You know what I mean? I've never put on a
You're
condom
fucked up. Who even
because
invented that bullshit, bro? Come
because I want
on.
to. I do it because to be responsible, to make sure that doesn't happen. You know.
Wait, you said you wear condoms or you don't?
I do. I
Dude, work
do.
on that pull-out game, nigga.
Nah, man. Because I mean,
What, the
there's
Plan B is expensive? No, there's
Okay,
a
wait,
small
wait,
chance
wait.
it won't work though.
Since we're talking about Plan B, let's educate a little bit. My girlfriend the other day told me about it. Uh, you know, so it's to stop the egg from attaching to the uterine
Well,
wall.
yeah, no,
And,
it's a, oh wait, you're gonna explain it?
and
Okay,
if
go ahead.
you're
My bad.
over 140 pounds, it diminishes the effectiveness of the pill. So,
Oh, what?
also, yeah,
So fat
look
bitches
it up.
gonna take two.
Yep. No, actually, that's the other thing. So that would,
What the
in
fuck?
theory, actually help, because the reason why it's bad is, or why it doesn't work after 140 pounds, is because the weight to medicine ratio. But you actually, they advise against doubling up if you are over that weight.
Oh, wait, so
So
even if you do double up, it makes you sick as fuck even on the first one though, right?
yeah, so it's pretty much only going to work with one pill, and if you're over 140 pounds, you have diminished success rate. But also, the other thing to think about is it's a tricky game, because they say within 24 hours of potentially,
Yeah.
sowing the seed, but it actually depends on just whenever they're maybe menstruating or ovulating. So if the egg were to have been in the uterus while they were having sex and
They're fucked.
it attaches to so sometimes it's a matter of luck. And
I mean, I
so
know they're
that's-
really fertile at that time.
So it's just another thing to think about when the Plan B comes up.
That's good to know, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Plan B. I know
Pro
it.
tip. Hell yeah, he's
Wait,
got
go ahead.
the data.
Right?
Go ahead. Yeah, that was I needed to know that actually. Not needed to, but that's pretty interesting. Like to hear that, because I did feed a bitch. She was a good thick little girl. So I had to feed her a Plan B, but it worked, son. And I was like fucking 15, bro. So if I would have had that kid, she was a hoe. She would have had like 3 more. I'd have had like my fucking kid would have had some stepbrothers and stepsisters.
Then you got birth control and how that like tricks the body into thinking or making the woman think that she's already pregnant or something like that, so
Yep.
that she doesn't
What?
like.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what.
Dude,
Yeah.
one of my exes had like a little metal thing in there. Like
An
every time
IUD.
The
I fucked her-
IUD.
Yeah, that shit fucking hurt, dude. It poked my dick head every time,
I think-
bro. That shit hurt.
I don't know much
Oh.
about.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
That kills it kills the cells, the sperm cells. It like not dissolves them, but it just like gets rid of them somehow.
I think they make them out of plastic now, and they can fall out and some shit.
Oh fuck! No.
Plastic
Wait,
and copper. It depends.
It's supposed to
they
fall out?
release a different amount. No, it's not supposed to. It's supposed to be surgically removed, the IUD.
oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it seems like it hurt.
You're not technically supposed to be able to hit it, but I think if a chick has a shallow vagina,
Yeah,
then you can.
I know. I've heard of some people that like could relate to. Not really. I don't really say it like that, but I've talked to. They could they've had that same problem. So I don't know. It kind
Yeah.
of hurts though. It's not like crazy, but you could definitely fucking feel it. your dick's already pretty sensitive, so
Bro, you ain't bottomed out. Who are you fooling?
shit. You'd be surprised, bro. I know I'm fucking white, but shit, bro. You'd be surprised, homie.
I don't have anything to do with it. I'm just saying.
Dude, it feels like a fucking spiky ball of like needles on it, bro. I'm not even fucking with you.
That was probably like a month-old tampon that you forgot about that you're.
That happens too.
Oh my!
Bro, we got like about 5
Y'all ever
minutes.
fucked a girl with eczema? Like you get fucking little skin. Like, dude, I swear, her fucking pussy would be shredding layers of skin too, bro.
Mm-mm.
Man. Jesus.
I swear it's like how creamy bitches get. Yeah, fucking eczema or some
Dude.
shit.
Claptrap is from Borderlands.
Arrested Development.
Oh, okay. Is it from there too?
Yes. Well, that's where I saw it, but I ain't never seen Borderlands. So.
Yo, Jay Drew, you still there?
Yeah, I fucking cut out. Where did I cut out?
I don't know. I don't think I heard you talking. We were talking
Are you
about
on your
Claptrap.
phone?
Oh, yeah, we were talking about Claptrap.
Claptrap off of fucking Borderlands?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Wait, there was one point that I wanted to get off of the IUDs.
Go ahead. IUD.
Did you? Yeah.
Wait, IED or IUD? My bad.
IUD.
Oh, okay. I thought you said the other one. Like,
IED? No.
Yeah.
Explosive are-
It's a landmine pussy.
Yeah, for real. Like her dad put that bitch in there.
Oh God, I hope not.
Oh god! Then you both did.
There's a
Oh,
South Park episode about that.
No, it like grabs your dick and just rips it, bro. Like rips completely off.
So what were you saying, Jay Drew?
So somebody said, does it fall out? And you heard that I said that it's only supposed to come out when surgically removing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But I have heard of it falling out and a dude having during wall sex, and the dude had to go into the hospital because his pecker was all cut up.
Dude, I'm serious. Yeah, it's seriously like that. It's like a ball of it built like a ball of spikes. Like,
Oh
I'm not
yeah,
s-
well, I've definitely felt the string from my girlfriend's because she has an IUD as well, and like you were saying, sometimes you fucking
hit the
slap-
metal. It's like metal, huh?
Yeah, you hit the tip of your dick with some metal, and it's not so comfortable. That's for sure.
I mean, you
That's
wake up. I
fucking
mean, like you're fucking
terrifying.
out of it, like a different reality. You know, kind of like in a fucking dream of just fucking a bitch, and like you hit that hoe, and it's like dead, son.
Definitely
back
makes
to reality.
you. It definitely makes you conscious of the tip of your penis. That's for sure.
I'm glad you could fucking talk to me about that shit, because they were acting like a nigga had a small dick, bro.
I've never felt a metal ball, spiky ball, but I don't know.
Because you
if
ain't
I've-
fucked a hoe before, bro.
I
bro.
mean, I
Fuck,
don't know.
I'm
I don't know if I
sorry.
ever fucked a girl with an IUD.
No, if you got an ID, you could possibly be a hoe, but also, you know,
You'll probably feel it if she has an IUD.
oh yeah. I mean, even nigga with a 3-inch cock, bro.
I don't fucking trust it anyways because I mean, if it's a hoe, then like fucking claptrap, chlamydia, fucking
Nah, bro, they all don't have hoe.
gonorrhea. You know, I'm not a fan of condoms, but I'll rock it out when I'm just fucking around. Like if it's a girlfriend, different. But guys, we've almost done 2 hours already, so I'm gonna wrap it up at some point here within the next few minutes. Does anyone have any like announcements or any closing thoughts of what's
I was
happened
just gonna
today?
say, oh my bad. I was just gonna say, nice meeting you, Drew. Can't wait to, in the future talk to you even more with the bros and shit, bro. But thank you for actually considering, my welcoming, and same for, Nick, and I don't know if Travis, I'm sure Travis got to meet you in here and stuff, but I appreciate, considering those,
Hell yeah,
being
good to meet you,
appreciative.
dude.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude, I'm happy. Like I told you earlier, I like to hear everybody's opinion, and voice, because I think we all deserve it. So, and we definitely did today. We shared our opinions. It's what it's all about, man.
Yeah, thanks for letting me hop in, guys. It's always fun. It's always fun here. I never have a bad time.
Yep.
Y'all keep me.
Well,
y'all
that's
keep
good
me
to
laughing.
hear.
I'm sorry if I wasn't supposed to join in, but you know what? Love you, dude.
We had fun. This probably will be labeled the same as yesterday. Actually, it'll probably be labeled. Let's see.
I just feel like the
OSRS
new
RunePod.
guest. New guest.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now what I'm about to label it. If you want to wait and hear what I'm saying before you.
I don't care to be in it. I really don't.
That's cool. So yeah, what I was saying is that it's probably going to be like OSR RunePod / Epic Banner, with special guest J Drew. Then I'm going to say something about Travis and Taxing joining in later because I think J Drew and I did probably I would say maybe like I don't know, it was probably over an hour, maybe an hour, like, so we were like the first half.
Y'all were in here for a while. That's why I joined. I didn't know you were doing it that long.
Hell yeah, man. Now that I know that there's not a time limit, I mean, I'm not opposed to going over.
I was
going to ask about the time limit.
What is that for?
Well, I think I was telling you yesterday that I came to realize that I was misreading basically the package that I have on Spreaker, because there's different plans that you can get for more storage and more time, and I was reading it incorrectly. It said 45-minute time limit for live streams, but this whole time for the past 5 months, because I don't really check it very often, I thought it was saying 45 minutes was the time limit, and then when you go up to the next package, it's 3 hours, but that's just for live streams. But I am going to have to go to the next package anyways, because it only gives you like 100 hours or something like that of storage, and I think we're at like 30. I can look it up real quick, but we've done 65 podcasts since October.
So it's like, oh damn, wow! I didn't know it did that shit like that. But what was the 45 minutes originally? Like, did you just completely like add that in there, or like did it
for live
actually say something? Oh, did you just say that? What the fuck? I was zoned out. What the fuck?
Let's see how many hours we've done. Yeah, J Drew, thanks for coming, man. Definitely. Would you be down to do more potentially in the future?
Oh, of course, dude. I think, like we were talking about, just getting our ideas out there and being a community of expressing ideas. That's really cool, and it's right up my alley because we all play RuneScape and we all care about the Joe Rogan podcast. So, yeah, dude, for sure.
Women's rights.
Awesome, man. Whoa! Awesome, man.
Hype.
All right. Well, yeah, it's 9:14, 9:16 here Eastern Standard Time. So I'm gonna hop off and I'm gonna put this on GarageBand and fucking add some touches to it and get it uploaded for tonight, and then finish watching Stranger Things and try to get some sleep. But yeah, I didn't really get to doing RuneScape play today. I didn't get to actually play any. I did get some ingredients ready for Recipe for Disaster, the first segment of it, so I can get the Dwarven Rock Cake. But thank you, Drew. Thank you, Carson. And thank you, Travis.
No problem, bro. I appreciate you.
Thanks. Anytime, man. Take it.
All right,
It's
guys.
a pleasure, boys.
I appreciate all of y'all.
Much love. Over and out.
Peace.
Alright, let's all fucking smoke a fucking crack pipe now.